There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Going right to work up top. Buys a little extra time. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sooners! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Under fire. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They send the tight end in motion. Finds the tight end. Wide open spaces. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Robinson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Fair catch, called for and made. Dropping back, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ott. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is on its way. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. He's loose. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. To the air, it's Mateer. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll call for the fair catch here. No reason to be in a big rush. rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Ott. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna swing it on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Barnes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bust through behind his pad. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're...
He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. With the catch, it's Cobb. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He's got it on the right. Open space at the 25. He's loose on the right. He's at the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make a catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Barnes.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble.
It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Sooners. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through, but boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. He tries to take the top off. Got looking for the time with the extra point. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sategna. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Offense set on 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line, it's Barnes.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Barnes. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown Sooners! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Coleman. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Caught close to the marker. It's Kane. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
That's caught. It's Kane. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Firing to the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And now you got the one final play, right? Like this is, you've dreamed about this. You've tried to put yourself in this situation. You're down a score. You've got to make something happen. What's your go-to play? Who's your go-to player in this big-time situation?
Fires to the wideout. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Auburn! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. The 50.